Damn it. Right. Guess that was the wrong key. Alright, sorry guys, I got locked out of my own room again. You know, the usual. Gotta resort to some pretty primal solutions. I'm just now coming to the realization that I just knocked my door down. Hold on a minute. Oh, who knew doors were heavy? Voila! Now I've got a backdrop. Whew. Okay. This is nice. A new camera angle, more stuff in the background, new backdrop. Hold on, it's still missing something. Be right back. I just realized the dang backdrop's missing the show name. How are people gonna know what they're watching? Fix that right up. You already know what show this is. It's... Looks about right. Welcome back to the show, Spooch's Big Texas Jamboree. Alright, now it's complete. I got my artboard, I got my door with my show name on it, I got my Dylan Francis poster I stole off Sunset Boulevard. Now we're good. Now we're good. Alright. So today on Spooch's Big Texas Jamboree, I want to talk about a really big question in the fandom. That is, what is a furry? What makes you a furry? What defines a furry? Well, today we're going to answer all of that. But first, let me just write down the question somewhere because I'm going to forget it in like 10 seconds. Oh, I have terrible memory. I just need to get this down. Alright. What? There. What is a furry? Alright, I have it written down now, and I'm gonna remember that we're gonna be talking about today is, the fuck spray painted my door. Yeah. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about, furry. What's going on? Where am I? Why am I still wearing this bandana? What am I, some kind of like cowboy or mischief maker? Pfft, who wears those anymore? Bunch of losers. Oh yeah, that's right, the show. Today's topic is just give me like a couple seconds and enough time for like a nice bubble bath.
6.5 hours later.
Okay. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about what is a furry. Got it. I don't know what the point of that is anymore. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about what is a furry. What defines a furry? What makes you a furry? Yada 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 blah blah. Yeah. When you tell people like, hey, I'm a furry, and they ask, what is a furry? Well, a common response is, oh, it's people who like anthropomorphic animals. That's true and all, but that's not it, you know, because furries, it's more. Furries are actually an alien species! Hold, I'm about to science the shit out of you heckos, alright? So I've been doing my research and all. Furries, and they're not what they seem. It's an alien species that landed on Earth about 27.3 jillion years ago, when the giant bird monsters walked the Earth. They landed here on a big galactic rock that had a bunch of them inside. See, they lived in harmony with the big giant bird monsters, but when another bigger rock hit the Earth and killed all the bird monsters, the furries just kind of evaporated into a beautiful gas that roamed the Earth for millions of years. And then humans came along, and this gas was still present in the atmosphere, and it infected humans. You know, they breathed it in. Some even like transformed into like the furry aliens from like a gajillion years ago. Some just got infected and kind of just started like imitating what they used to do. Some infected people include the animation team on Zootopia. The whole animation team on Pixar. No, the whole entire animation team on Disney. Any child cartoon ever. You know, just anyone who's ever drawn anything is infected. I mean, anyone who's drawn for a long period of time has definitely drawn some kind of anthropomorphic animal. It's just facts. It's logic. He got infected by the dang furry vapor. But those are just infected people. Some people actually transform to these hideous, gross kind of beings, and they still roam this earth. Like, you know, where do you think Dutch angel dragons came from? You think Telephone just made that on her own, like some kind of originalist? No, she just encountered one of these aliens and just drew it, made into a suit. And what about secret suitors, huh? Why don't they want to show us their identity? Are they aliens? I think so. This is getting too out of hand. Cherry Coke, take me away. Hey, the door works. Hey, I was able to do that handiwork in just a matter of minutes. And it's all thanks to the smooth, refreshing taste of cherry Coca-Cola. Have a drink, my friends. Okay, that intro was kind of crazy, but I'm actually going to be serious for once in my videos. Because I actually want to talk about this. So, like, what is a furry? What makes you a furry? What defines you as a furry? And again, the common definition is, oh, it's someone who likes anthropomorphic animals. But again, that definition is kind of like half of it. Not even half. It's kind of, it doesn't work. With the logic of that definition, somebody can go, oh, I watched The Lion King once. Does that make me a furry? I kind of like read one of the Warriors Cat's books. Does that make me a furry? Hey, I petted a dog once. Does that make me a furry? Some people also kind of need a definition for like what makes you a furry, because some people are like afraid of being a furry. But the thing is, nothing really makes you a furry. The only thing that makes you a furry is yourself. You choose who you want to be. So for instance, like your garbage man, Larry, could just, you know, pick up garbage from 9 to 5 and go home to his family and be a furry, not be involved in anything furry. But still be a furry, because you know what? He wants to. It's what he does. He can do what he wants. And somebody can go to like every furry convention and have a fursuit and not be a furry because they just don't want to be associated with furries. It's just because it's what they do. There's nothing that makes you a furry. Furries are just a fandom. There's no requirements to get in. There's no like application process. Here's my resume to join the furry fandom. Alright, let's see here. Okay, really into werewolves as a kid. Good. Hey, what the hell is this? What's what? You haven't played any of the Pokemon games? Well, I mean, yeah, I just wasn't really Get the hell out of my face! You don't belong here. Next! See, it doesn't take anything to join the furry fandom. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to have done anything to be a furry. You just do what you want. And again, furries are just like a group, so you can do stuff to contribute to it. Such as art, fursuiting, making fursuits, it's like dance comp, attending conventions. It's just stuff it's just contribution. Nothing's required or necessary. And it also brings up the point how like a lot of people think you need a fursuit to be in the fandom. You don't. You don't need anything. You don't need to do anything. Like, if you want to join, just join. And again, there's no really good, like, straight or blunt definition of the furry fandom out there. So people who are outside of the fandom or have no concept of the fandom, when they see a post on like the news or social media about it, that's how they see it, through that post. And usually they're not good. And that's why there's only 3 responses when you tell someone you're a furry, which are, oh, okay, or Oh, okay. Or, oh, like in CSI. And that's it, nothing else. I would know. But yeah, in the past like couple of years, there's been a lot of incidents that really badly represent the fandom. Well, not really, it's just that that's what everyone else knows about because it was bad and it got on the news. And that's how people see the fandom. They only see the bad things. And that's what people think it is. It's just a bunch of terrible things constantly happening. But they don't really see, like, you know, the good stuff in it. Because they're not in it. And that doesn't get reported. Lately, we've had some people, I guess, like, Kara would be a good example. Who've kind of gone and, like, bled into the mainstream and really represent the fandom in a really good way. Which is good, and hopefully that keeps up and no more, like, incidents. Hopefully people will be, I guess, a little bit more accepting of us. That'd be nice. Real nice. Yeah, I feel like another thing that would really help in the whole acceptance is to really come up with like a straight, blunt definition of the fandom. That isn't just someone who likes anthropomorphic animals, but more really captures the whole idea of the fandom and why people just join it. I mean, it does. It's crazy to people on the outside. People just don't dress up as giant animals out of just like pure randomness. Like, hey, I'm bored. Let's put on a giant dog suit and run around in public. Like, there's more to it. And people just don't understand, and that's why there's confusion and hate towards us, and it's bad. Sadly, I can't come up with a definition for my life. What we have right now, and you try to explain to someone what a furry is, it just sounds bad, like, right off the start, and they won't understand it at all. Hey, I'm a furry. Well, okay, what's that? Well, it's like, I like anthropomorphic animals and stuff, and, I dress up as, like, a giant dog, and... Ew, gross, just get out of my life. We just need some kind of definition that helps, like, explain why we do this, or, you know, why we dress up and everything, why we attend conventions. Because when you explain it to people, they can't understand why you're doing this. They get really confused, and a lot of the hate directed towards the furry fandom is that they're confused on why we do this. So, I mean, can somebody out there just create a definition on why we do this? To help people, like, relate more and understand it so they don't hate us as much. That's all. Well, that's all for this episode of Spooch's Big Texas Jamboree.